Everyone, my name is Tia, your mindset transformational coach. I'm a confidence and identity coach because I help you identify your strengths and help you work towards achieving great. Like you all know, I am a mental health activist. Well, for those of you who do not know, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the symptoms of mental illness, because mental health is a very important thing. It's a very serious thing that we have to handle. It's something we have to talk about. We have to raise more awareness on it. So the first symptom of mental illness, or like I can say depression, is when you find yourself feeling sad or down. Sometimes people are happy, you just see yourself feeling down. You don't understand, you can't really explain it. Then you also, when you have confused thinking or reduced ability to concentrate, you find yourself not being able to concentrate on the things that you're doing. You can't even talk about what topic for 5 minutes. You can't even read a book. You can't do the things that you used to do normally. You find yourself not able to do that. You better check yourself. Another thing is when you have excessive fear or worries or extreme feelings of guilt. Once you're able to forgive and you move on, you should be able to forgive yourself too and not feel guilty about the things you did, which you did in your ignorance, which you did in the past. However, things have turned around for you. Things should change for you. You should be able to move on and not feel about those. Don't think about those things. Don't feel bad. Don't think it's just one of those things that happen in life, which you did in ignorance. I'm not going to let the fear of what I did in the past to stop me. We also have, when you come called extreme mood swings and high and lows. For example, someone is very happy, excited and sad, and then next person is all like, you can't even explain what just happened, or you find yourself in that situation. You're happy, suddenly you're moody, you start to think about things. This can happen when who has not had children and she sees some of her friends having kids, and she gets into a mood swing, and then she gets upset and says, oh, everybody has had children, I'm the only one. Those things are not good for you. Free your mind. Stop thinking about those things. Stop meditating on this. Do not confess and do not dwell on the things that you see. Rather, focus on that which is to come, which you want to see in your life. Instead of you complaining about how you don't have this, you don't have that, concentrate on talking about the things. Be grateful. Be thankful. Be thankful. I am very thankful. I thank God every day for everything that I've been through. I'm even grateful to God that I actually went through depression, because if I didn't go through it, I wouldn't be able to speak today and talk about what it is that I know, what it is. I understand what it feels like to be depressed, to have mental illness, because I understand it. And it's not a cliche. When you have mental imbalance, or when someone is mentally unstable, doesn't mean the person is mad. It's just a state of mind at that point in time. Look for help. Do not be afraid of speaking out. I am not afraid. I'm not ashamed anymore. If anyone looks at me and says, she's sad, she has this one and that, it can happen to everyone, and it can happen to anyone and anywhere. People you see walking around, you don't even know that they're struggling with things. I have had people contact me who told me their stories, and I literally broke down, because these are people that are around you all the time. You see them and you don't know that they are going through all these things. But then, because I decided to speak out, because they started to reach out to me, they started to tell me their stories. I might not be a mental health expert, but what I'm trying to do is, in essence, I'm trying to be a voice for the people, to let people know that it's important for you to seek help. There is no judgment in that, because when you keep it up, just like you're storing things in a bottle, and then I don't know how to explain it. Crazy. I've had scenarios of people who are walking on the streets today, and then suddenly they just go crazy and start to remove their clothes, because they had issues that they did not deal with, because they were afraid of being judged, because they did not want to be looked at as cuckoo, and they ended up losing their life. We've had situations like, for example, the one that happened recently. The medical doctor who drove to the middle of 3rd Mainland Bridge and jumped into the bridge. I can guarantee you that it did not start in one day. That was the state of mind the man had for a long time, and his own case was a case of extreme depression. So it had gotten to a point where he did not seek help, and then he just ended up losing it, and he lost his life. Now that is the story. People will talk about it. You've had cases of people who get into drug abuse, alcoholic abuse. They have things. That is why you have therapists. That is why you have people. They are out there. If you want, I can hook you up with therapists. I can hook you up with people who are specialized in these areas. Find yourself, give yourself a break. Take a break. Sometimes I'll be talking about the things that the stress relief, the stress relief system. Next on my list is significant tiredness, low energy, or problem with sleeping. you find yourself not able to sleep, you're exhausted all the time, you're not motivated to do stuff, you wake up in the morning and you don't want to go to your job, you don't want to wake up. Sometimes you just even go a bit extreme and say,